before we get into this review for the third installment to the series, I do want to say a quick shout out to Mr. I can't even say her name right, but I'll put a picture right here. Hopefully, she gets the chance to see this review and see what I've done in the past. But thank you so much for shouting me out for my gaming channel. Now, let's get into the movie review. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daily Reacts TV here, and it is 12 in the morning, June 4th, at the time I'm filming this, because the time you're seeing this is after my birthday. It's a Wednesday, so Wednesday is this movie, Thursday, Jurassic World, and then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is Thursday, and that's when I go to the midnight show for the midnight, so, but today we're here to review the film Jurassic Park 3, not directed by Steven Spielberg this time, which we'll get into everything. Alright, I'm really excited because this is my favorite one out of the entire series, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, and that's why I said in the title, Jurassic Park 3 review, my favorite Jurassic movie. So let's get into the story. So the story for Jurassic Park 3 follows Alan Grant once again, my favorite character out of the Jurassic franchise, and I'm really excited to see him come back in Jurassic World Dominion. Comes in and goes and experience, digs up dinosaur stuff. But then noticing these two married couple, I'm gonna get them wrong, the dude from Marmaduke and Sarah. No, that's from Jurassic Park 2. Anyways, they go in to talk to Alan Grant along with his friend, like I said, it's been a while since I listened to the characters' names. I just focus on Alan Grant, so, Anyways, they convinced Alan to go on the second island not to give him going on tour. But really, they want to go on this island to find their long-lost son, Alex. Or it's Alex, I think it is. Alex or Alan, it's one of those two. So now Alan Grant has to go and bear with these two couples who are divorced, actually, to find their long-lost son, survive the island, and get home safely. Now, a lot of you guys didn't know, I wasn't a huge fan of Jurassic Park 2, so I was a little worried when I saw the second one the first time. I was a little worried about the third movie. But when I see the third movie, every time I watch it, this is the movie that has succeeded all of my expectations so many times. And without a doubt, this is one of my favorite Jurassic films. One of my favorite Universal films. This is the film that always gets me hype to see another Jurassic film. So when I heard Steven Spielberg wasn't directed the film, I was like, who is directing it? And then I see the director, and I can't remember his name, but I will put his picture up here, and his name is right here as well. His name. And he had a different picture of the film. Originally, he was going to have a parents on one plane and the kids in another plane. And the kids' plane crashed on the island and they have to survive. But he wanted to shoot it faster and get it done. So he, of course, scrapped that idea and put Alan Grant and all of them in there. Which honestly was a good decision, because if you would have gave us that story, that would have made any goddamn sense. So I'm glad they gave us this story that we got for this film. I'm very happy Steven Spielberg actually let him direct this one, because after his second film, it wasn't very good. So I only have one problem, and that's with every Jurassic film. You have a problem with these kind of films, but I only have one problem. So I am not gonna start with the problem this time. Start with the problem. I never do that with any of my reviews, so why the hell am I even saying it? But let's get into it. So the good I have are the characters. They are so interesting. You got Alan Grant, who already dealt with the island part before, but being dragged back into the situation, it is very difficult for him to deal with this married couple that divorced a long time ago, so he has to deal with these dumbass divorced characters, but he also has to look for this long-lost kid because he now, he grew attached to kids now since the first film, right? Yes, exactly. He has to bring his friend along. His story is also very interesting. And there is another problem with the film, which we'll get into. Ellie is not much in the film, but that's the problem we're gonna get into later on, but she was good in this film. She wasn't much, but she was good. Okay, so the divorced characters, the divorced couple, were they interesting in the film? Without a doubt, yes. I felt connection between the characters to why I lied to Alan Grant to bring them on the island just so they could find their long-lost son. That is completely understandable. I understand that, but that again, he gets punched. Kurt! Yes, the one of the married couple is Kurt. Okay, I remember now. His name is Kurt. I don't know if I get it right. You guys can tell me in the comments below, or I even put it on there saying if I was wrong or not. But yes, Kurt, I think it is. And so I'll call him Kurt. But Kurt and her, like you see in the beginning of the film, they were getting along, but they were acting, And then at the end, near in the middle of the film when they're on the island, they are arguing. And that's a parents kind of thing. And then at the end, they get along, and I think they got back together. Yeah. And then you get the son, who by far was the most entertaining character throughout the entire film. Without a doubt. Anyways, before I was interrupted, not on purpose this time, but the kid in this film, he does really well. He is really intense when he gets scared. There's even moments in the film you're like, oh crap, this kid is really actually scared. So he was the most entertaining part of the film, him and Alan Grant. We got the one side character who, he is good, but he wasn't as memorable as the other main leads we've gotten. So I'm glad. And then one thing I want to give very gratitude to Jurassic Park 3, they didn't just go the whole villain route like we just did with Jurassic Park 2. That is for the Jurassic World films, which we'll get into later on this week when you guys see them. But those are for the Jurassic World films. So I'm very glad they didn't just jump right into a villain arc in this story, and they just made it into one of these stories we need in a Jurassic film. And I'm just glad that they didn't add the villain arc in this film. Okay, so I got the villain arc part done. How glad I was that they didn't do it. What do I think the old story, the horror, and the dinosaurs? Let's get into the story. Entertaining. It's really one of those entertaining stories you get in a Jurassic film, and I think it's one of the most ones. The first one and this one had the most entertaining stories. World, so. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, so, like I said, I rewatched all three of these separate times, and separate days. Yeah, I don't know why, but obviously, guys, this is a good film. The story's good. This horror and action part of this film, whew, so good. They did it very well. Without a doubt, this is the film you needed. And the dinosaurs, without a doubt, it's the same animatronic guy who did the first two films, who passed away at the time the Jurassic Park 3 was done, and it was many years ago after. He still did a good job with the animatronics, and yeah. What are you guys probably gonna say? What do I think about the Skinosaurus dinosaurs? And without a doubt, that dinosaur, I don't know why people hate it. It scared the crap out of me. So many times in this movie, it scared the living crap out of me. I'm not even kidding, so, without a doubt, that was the best part of the film. It was that dinosaur. But, unfortunately, I do have two problems with Jurassic Park 3. Let's get into it. The first problem is and I'm just gonna get this out of the way, Ellie and Alan Grant not together anymore. Or were they even together in the first? Either way, you made the first movie look like they were together, so why did you not put them together in this film? That made no sense. No sense whatsoever. So, yeah, I didn't like that. And I just couldn't stand that part. And there was another scene in the film that really bothered me, and that was another problem of the film, is that the cage with the pterodactyl dinosaurs and you see these baby, you know they're animatronics, but what in the hell? It was not well developed, and it was like one of the weakest part of the film. And another thing that really dragged down in the film, and I'm gonna say it, is like I said, I did like the divorced parents who comes in and fights near the end, but there's so many times in this film that they're fighting and you just don't give a damn. And there's another part in the film as well where they're getting along and you're just like, I really don't care. Can we just get to the main story? So yeah, those are the problems I have with the film. But honestly, guys, Jurassic Park 3 is a big massive improvement from Jurassic Park 2. And without a doubt, it is still my favorite Jurassic film, without a doubt. And that is why I am giving Jurassic Park 3 a very light 9 out of 10. What do you guys think of Jurassic Park 3? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you absolutely hate it? And I will see you guys for Jurassic World 3. As always, I'm Daily Reacts. Take care.
Dr. Grant? Dr. Alec Grant?
That's a very bad idea!
You have to thank her now. She sent the Navy and Marines.
God bless you, Ellie.
Grant, yeah, this man with you? What?
I rescued your hand.
Dr. Grant, we need to go now.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the important thing.
Dr. Grant! Can I get you to sit here and buckle up, sir?
What the hell is that?
Dr. Grant, look! Where do you think they're going?
I don't know, maybe just looking for new nesting grounds. It's a whole new world for them.
I dare them to nest in Enid, Oklahoma.
Let's go home.